to be showing you how I like to wear a purple lip, and that is with kind of a metallic taupey, leaning towards purple but not really smoky kind of look. That makes sense. I just like cool toned shades when it comes to purple lips. I like metallics on with a purple lip too, so I thought this palette was pretty perfect for this look because it encompasses all of these shades that I'm talking about. The taupey shades, more grayish, cool toned shades, and then a little bit of a purple in there. The whole look is really based around this lipstick. I was requested by one of my subscribers on Instagram, I forgot your name, but you know who you are, to create kind of like a spring inspired tutorial around a purple lip because I love purple on my lips. I love it. Let's get started with the tutorial. What the hell was that? Let's just get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with some primer. I'm using one here from Lora. I'm just going to apply that to my lids. And then I'm moving on to the palette. This is the Blush Nudes by Maybelline. I'm taking that Mauvey taupe shade and I'm applying that to my crease. I'm using a MAC 224. I'm just going to roughly add that. That's going to be my transition shade. Then I'm going to take this metallic taupe shade, which is probably my favorite shade in this palette, and I'm going to really pack that onto my lid. And I'm just using a denser, more full brush to do that, to really just pack it on and lay it down all over my lid. Then I'm going to take this gray shade, and I'm taking that with a pointed crease brush, just a little bit more precise, and I'm just going to apply that to the outer corners, kind of that outer V, just to give the eye look a little bit more dimension. And the brush I'm using here is from Makeup Geek. It's an outer V brush. Yeah, outer V brush. So to bring out the beauty in that shade that we first applied, I'm going to take a little bit of Fix Plus and I'm just going to dip into that same brush, the same color again, and it's going to really bring out the metallicness in that shade, and I'm just going to reapply that to the lid. I'm also going to take a little bit of that last shade on the palette, and this is just going to be a little bit more dramatic. Well, not really. It just adds a little bit of smokiness to the look. Nothing too crazy. I didn't want this to be too intense, so I'm just applying that to the outer corners. Another Makeup Geek brush. That's just the crease brush, and then I'm going to apply that light shade underneath my brow bone. And then I'm just going to go back to my MAC 224 and I'm just going to blend everything just to make sure that nothing's, unblended or harsh. I'm just going to clean up around the face a little bit. I'm using a makeup wipe just to sharpen up the lines and clean up any fallout. Moving on to the face, I'm going to apply Naked Skin Foundation in 4.0 using a Sedona Lace stippling brush. And for concealer, I'm using Nars Creamy Concealer in Radiant. Now I do apply this generously underneath my eye, and that's because it's kind of like the tone of this look, it's a little bit cool tone, so it tends to make me look really dead. So I just wanted to make sure that my under eyes were nice and bright. So I am using an e.l.f. concealer brush to blend that out, and I also go in with a Real Techniques, I believe it's a contour brush, but I really like it for foundation and for concealer, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. Now going back to the eyes, I'm going to apply this eyeshadow from NYX. It's in Girl Talk. It's one of their metallic shades. Super, super pretty. I'm going to apply that to the inner corners, and it just really brightens up the inner corner. Absolutely love. For my waterline, I decided to use this Marc Jacobs liner in Lunatic. It's kind of like a lavender metallic shade, and I just thought it kind of just went with the look, so that's what I'm applying there.
I kind of opened Pandora's box when I got this liner because now I'm obsessed and I just bought another one. It's a beautiful green shade that was just released for the summer collection and just so pretty. Okay, now I'm going back to that taupe shade and I'm just applying that to the bottom lash line. I am using a pencil brush from Sigma. And I'm also taking a little bit of that gray shade and also applying that to the outer corners just to kind of meet everything up and just make it more cohesive. For bronzer, I'm using the Buxom bronzer in the shade Maldives, which I have rekindled my love for because it's the perfect balance of shimmer, sheen, whatever you want to call it, and just really nice color. For my cheeks, I am using MAC's Mocha, and I'm taking this with this is actually a Target brush. It's a blush brush, which I think is really nice. And I really like this shade. I haven't used it in quite some time. To set the concealer, I'm going to use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette and just the overall face powder and just apply that. And I'm also going to highlight. I'm using Mary Loumanizer from the Balm and my Sigma highlighting brush. And I'm also going to go back to the eyes. I'm going to go and clean up my eyebrows a little bit. I'm using Benefit's Highbrow Pencil. And it just really cleans them up and makes them look better without even doing them. I am doing a little bit of a wing. I am using Kat Von D's tattoo liner in the shade Trooper, aka Black. And this pen is really the easiest thing ever to do a wing with. Really, really nice. For brows, I tried to use the NYX Tame Frame, but the shade is actually too light for my eyebrows. But I have to say, I really like the texture of this brow pomade. It's not as creamy as the Anastasia. It kind of just frames literally your eyebrows and it keeps them in place. So I do like using it in conjunction with the pencil, which is the NYX pencil. I got that in the shade Brunette, which I like. And it works really well with the pomade. Okay, brows done. Now for lips, I'm going to line my lips with this lip liner from MAC. This is in the shade Just Wonderful, which I believe was limited edition, but you can use anything in the kind of family range. I'm going to apply also my lipstick, which is Milani's Diva, which I always get compliments on. Every time I wear this shade, somebody wants to know what it is. So I recommend it. It's a really nice, beautiful shade of purple. And then just to beef up my lash line a little bit more, I just added a black liner to my waterline, well, my tight line, just to make my lashes look thicker. And that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this really simple look, and I'll catch you next time.